Hello, thank you for joining me for Rag Rugs by Erin. If this is your first time viewing, then thank you for joining me, and if you're coming back and you've seen several of my other videos, I welcome you back as well. If this is your first rag rug video, I would recommend you possibly look at my oval rag rug. It's a little simpler video than this, and most of my rugs are geared towards beginner. This one is going to be a little bit geared towards someone who's already done a little crocheting or has made other rag rugs. So we're going to be working on this rag rug that I have just completed, and it is called the Bumpy Country Road rag rug, and it's a runner rug. This rug could be made as long as you wanted to. I kind of stopped it here because I'm going to be making a sister rug to it, and I will discuss that later. You will notice that it is not finished at the beginning and at the end because I will show you how to finish it as well in another video. So we'll get started, but I always show you a couple. I try to show you some different things if you've seen my other videos. This is a rug that I've just completed as well, and I wanted to show you this rug. This is a gorgeous little oval rug, and I wanted to show you that a lot of the colors are very similar, but you can see the rugs are quite different from each other. So I wanted to show you these materials that are being used that are exactly the same material. We have this material that's here, and you're seeing it in here. Okay, that's the same material. You've got the same bright orange, pumpkin orange, and it's being used here. And then we've got this rug, which this material that's just made from sheet yarn, and it's featured here. Okay, so you can change the look completely by just changing the different style that you're using. You probably might have seen my square rugs, rectangles, ovals, circle rugs, and they all can be quite different. And this is my new favorite rug, of course. I hope that you'll enjoy it. So we're going to go ahead and get started, but the next thing we're going to talk about is I've done some private lessons this weekend, and something that was kind of brought up to me that I didn't realize quite to the extent of importance is how the material looks when you're trying to start off and get an idea of what material looks like what. So this material right here is this jungle print, and that's how it ended up looking. So I'm just going to quickly go through these so you can see. Actually, let's come down here to the other end because this is where I started. This is a yellow stripe, okay, sheet, and this is what that one looked like. We have this paisley, okay, and this is what it looked like once we got into the rug. We have this gorgeous orange, which is one of my favorite colors ever. And you can see how beautiful that looks. Then this is interesting. We have another jungle print. It's a little darker, a little bit different print that I found somewhere else. And this is what this one looks like. And if you see, if we incorporate these two different jungle prints, these two different browns, now your rug is going to be more versatile and be able to be shown in more rooms or with more things. And if you're giving them as gifts, we want to try to keep them as versatile as possible. So there we go with that one. Here is this soft, pretty pastel floral, and this is what it looks like in here. So you can see that what that would look like in there. This one is not one of my favorite materials, but yet it is an appropriate material to add some other type of dimension to it. So we have it there. And then, as someone called this looks like a sherbet stripe, and I thought they were correct on that. This is a gorgeous little retro sheet that I found, and this is how it looks in the rug. So I wanted to share that with you because those of you who are making lots of rag rugs, it's fun to see the different materials and how they turn out. So when you're out looking at yard sales, thrift stores, you know, step out there and see how it might look. After you've done it a while, you kind of get a better feel for it. So we're going to put this rug to the side, and we're going to go ahead and start a sister rug, which would be a similar rug that is going to be using the same colors, the same general pattern, but it won't be exactly the same. I'm going to do it with this. I've already got it partially started, but I'm going to show you with a different ball of sheet yarn how to get this rug started. So let me put this to the side. And as I talk to you in each video, I tell you what we're using for a hook, and this is an N or a 10 millimeter is what we're using for this. Some people will use a Q. That is not my preference. It's a little bit larger, a little sloppier. If that's more comfortable in your hand, that would be fine, or even a P, which is in between these two sizes. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the sheet yarn. You can watch my other videos. I have a video on sheet yarn, how to make it, and I also have one on no-sew sheet yarn, which shows you how to attach it without sewing if you prefer that technique. So you can view those on my channel as well. So you're going to take your sheet yarn and you're going to cross over like this and then feed it through and make a loop. Okay, so this is how we're going to get started. I usually leave a long tail because I think it makes it easier when you're feeding it back through and finishing it. You can always trim it off. It's always good to have it a little too long as a little too short. So you're going to make a loose chain stitch of 46 is how you start off this baseline. 46 chain stitches is how you start it off. So I'm going to do a few chain stitches and get you started, and then we'll probably pause and we'll move on so we don't spend too much time with counting out these 46 stitches. This is very important that you use the exact 46 or it will not come out correctly. So in order to do a chain stitch, after you've got it looped on here, you hold this in your hand with your hook. Make sure you're going the right way. You're going to cross over the material and pull it through. Okay, so there's one. Cross over and pull it through. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can see that I've started this. We're going to now put this to the side and move on and show you what 46 chain stitches look like and what the next thing you're going to be doing. Okay, so here we are. This would be the started end, just like you saw on this other blue one that we used. This is 46 chain stitches. Okay, and this is what it looks like. You've come to the end and you've completed 46 chain stitches. You are going to flip your material, your 46 chain stitches, and now you're going to go back down the chain. Okay, so we're going to go back down the chain. We're going to go in the second chain stitch. This isn't considered one, the one that's on your thing. Here is 1, and here is 2. Okay, you're going to go into the second chain stitch. You're going to go in, cross over. We're going to do a single crochet and pull it through. Cross over. So you cross over. You have 2 sitting there, and pull this through. That is 1 single crochet. Then you're going to make 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then on the original chain stitch that we started with, you're going to count 3 chain stitches from where you were. So here is 1. This is where you did your single and then you did your 3 chain stitches. You're going to count them off. 1, 2, and 3. And in the 4th chain stitch, you are going to do 1 single crochet. You put your hook in, you cross over, pull it off. You have 2, cross over again, and pull them both off. Okay, it forms this little loop. Okay, you're going to do 3. You're going to repeat this over and over again. 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. On the chain stitch here, you're going to go 1. Cameraman, I'd like you to focus in down here. Count off 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And in the 4th one, you're going to do a single crochet again. And I'm going to do that one more time, and then we're going to stop. See, we've got these 2 little loops. That's going to be where we're going to do the little squares, which are double crochets into. So we did the single crochet, do 3 more chains. 1, 2, 3. After we do these first couple rows, you just duplicate this over and over again. So once you learn this technique, it's just repeated for the whole rug. So it's very simple. So then we're going to count 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth one, we're going to do a single crochet. We put into the fourth one and do a single crochet. Okay, so let me show you on the rug where we are. See how this has got the single crochet chain that you saw here? It was actually started like this. And we flipped it over. And now we're going back. And here is the little loops. See this? The little loops that we're going to be using along the way. See these loops? That's what we're doing. Okay? So we're going to come back in a few minutes. I'm going to pause and come right back here, and I'll be at the next stage in the next step. So join me in just a moment. Thank you.